Gregory and Janine have an awkward encounter at school after the interesting experience they shared at the club the last time they met each other. Melissa exclaims that she's going to be the winner of the forthcoming Read-a-thon, a competition among the teachers wherein whoever gets their class to read the most books wins. Melissa has won the coveted belt for the last 2 years, but Janine challenges to disrupt her streak this time. The battle is on, and Melissa, who Barbara backs rather confidently on this competition, gets on working with her kids to read more and more books. While Janine prepares a nice little room dedicated for her students to read in an atmosphere more conducive to reading, Melissa wages the war in her style, rousing up her students to focus on reading as much and as frequently as they can. But when her 3 greatest readers develop pink eyes from reading too much, Janine gains an unparalleled swag that she runs Melissa's nose with, delighting in the fact that she's going to secure the win easily now. Meanwhile, Jacob gets excited about a new Abbott podcast he wishes to start broadcasting and sets up a studio with Gregory. 2 students volunteer, but their genuine and saucy content style is too explicit for Jacob, whose podcast list is just all the white podcasts he can tune into. When the students withdraw after Jacob censors them on a show, Jacob realizes his mistake, and the idea of him implementing his own agenda on a young, impressionable audience scares him. While Janine bags the victory and does a cartwheel for it, Melissa helps a student with her reading difficulties, a problem she struggled with during her childhood as well. Later, she turns the tables on Janine by pulling out the rules for the competition. Since she teaches a combined class, and the one whose classroom reads the most amount of books wins, her combined classroom's total exceeds Janine's classroom's total, and as Janine's cartwheel goes to waste, Melissa bags the belt and a hat trick. Abbott Elementary Season 2 Episode 11 ends with Jacob allowing the 2 young podcast members to resume their show in the style they want, and the kids go off. They ask Janine about the reports of her grinding on Gregory at the club, and the 2 are left stunned and speechless as the episode rolls the credits. Abbott Elementary Season 2 resumes with Read-a-thon in a thorough delight and hilarity with some of the best sitcom characters the TV has to offer. Janine's cheeky little shenanigans are dialed up to an 11 in this episode, and it's equal parts hilarious and impressive, both with how she really squares up against the rugged veteran Melissa and how she lands a cartwheel with such ease, and in an unfavorable dress no less. Janine and Gregory's awkwardness is really cut, and if this kind of cute awkwardness is what prevails for the entirety of the season and beyond, the show will not be any less entertaining or good for it. Jacob's realization that he has become Joe Rogan is such a great jab at the podcaster that it deserves a shout-out, although he might not be completely wrong in thinking the kind of explicit questions Janine grinding on Gregory might be appropriate for school students.